we're going to look at this knife that I made recently and what I'm using it for right now as a demonstration of what a wonderful knife it is. These old apples, very wrinkly, very squishy. You know, when they're still a little bit more juicy, they are a lot easier to peel. A, B. The American bladesmiths. Love me not. Love me. They don't love me. Not yet. Okay. Now let's see how this is nice and sharp all the way down to the heel there. Oh, lovely, lovely. All right. See, the wrinkly bits are kind of tough. However, the knife is breezing through. Seems to be a very good knife for this, kind of like a petty, you know, a bit bigger than a paring knife, but also the way I made the handle, I wasn't sure whether to round it off more or what have you. And what is making me think is that for hard use, you know, if you're really bearing down on a knife, it's good for it not to have any of these kind of corners. But for what I'm doing now, the corners give me a really good purchase and a really good indexing so that I can get just the grip I want in this knife to get the job done. And so I was doing this and I was noticing the patina that was forming on the blade. So I'm going to attempt to otherwise explain the origin of the patina, as it were, is that in the class making the knife, we had various grits of sandpaper and we were going for whatever finish we felt like we could obtain on the day. And I was kind of running short on time at the end there. So I focused on getting the flat areas here polished up to a 400 grit with no J-hooks, i.e. just polishing in one direction. So this then, in theory, you know, I never take that above a 400 because I would never be able to get it polished all the way. But now I've been retouching this with it. And then this, I think I left it actually 220 or maybe 320 grit. But I've been polishing on it with the Naniwa since then. So, and on this these flats to kind of, because it wasn't perfect, you know, I'm still, it will never be perfect, but I'm still tidying up the grind, as it were, now on a 1000 grit stone. And so this patina is also not long for this earth, but I thought that it would be nice to film that today, which is Sunday, and then post it for Tuesday and get, you know, some ducks lined up. Because as I was telling my dear missus here, the smart YouTubers know that to be popular, you have to post every day. But I guess you can, you know, make multiple videos in one day and then line them up. Yeah, it kind of resists, but it's funny, it kind of resists for a second, then once the cut gets going, it just slides through. It's a very sharp knife. And very easy to sharpen. 1085 carbon steel. And easy to get a nice, lovely patina. Easy to put it on, easy to take it off. Oh, I forgot to play the game. Oh. We've been eating apple seeds here. Apparently, a few apple seeds, they have something that's good for you. I think it's the cyanide. I'm not kidding, you know, it's something like that where if you get a lot of it, it's not good for you. But if you have just a little bit, it can prevent you from all kinds of ailments long term. So I'm told, you know. That would be a difficult thing to establish empirically for oneself, right? Sometimes you got to have faith. Okay, well, I think we'll stop filming this and then I'll take the knife outside and see if I can film the patina, how it's going, how it's coming along. I remembered to do an edge retention test because this was slicing before the apples quite neatly, this kitchen roll. And since then, all I've done is washed and oiled the blade. I'll give it a quick stroke on the palm of my hand, just for form's sake. So, by the power of patina, if you go back and watch the short that I made, something about unlocking a new standard in sharpness, I was able to do this, but not nearly as cleanly. And now, having used the knife and put a patina on it, I was now able to, without moving my hand, cut from the top to the bottom cleanly, meaning that by working on the apples, it's somehow I made the knife sharper. Apparently. Thank you for watching. Happy Tina Tuesday.